Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, the new update is here, and of course, this update brings the Polish tank destroyers. Now, we are going to look at the Tier 10 NC70. And that's all we're going to call it. We're not going to attempt to call it by the last bit of the name. Let's just call it the NC70. Now, this is, I mean, the whole line, not the whole line, but majority of the line. Of course, it holds the new mechanic. So a lot of people want to play it. A lot of people want to test it out and just to see what the new mechanic is like. And of course, the new mechanic is called assault shells. So as we know, the closer you are to the enemy, the more alpha that you're going to get. So if you look on the board on the screen now, so 50 meters or less, average damage is times 140, and then at 200 meters or more, the average damage is at times 80. So yeah, I mean, I've tried. I mean, you'll see in the game. I don't think it's too bad. If you're sort of mid-distance, I still don't think it is too bad. So your hit points is 1950. Your armor, you know, I had high hopes for the armor, but at the moment it's not really working for me. I'm just getting almost penetrated by everything. So I thought the armor was going to be better than it is. But yeah, you know, it is what it is. So 230 on your front there. So you have a DPM of 2,842. That is a 10.56 second reload. Your penetration is 299 on your APCR and 394 on your premium APCR, which honestly I think is more than enough. So you could probably, it's totally up to you, but in all fairness, I would probably run it with the rammer, because you know you're still getting a decent amount of pen. What is it? I mean, where are we? 375 is more than enough, to be honest. So, and it's APCR, it's not heat, so you don't really gain too much for it. You've got a HE of 65. You've got a 500 alpha gun standard, and 430 on your premium, and 810 on your HE. So that's a massive difference. But of course you can get it more, you can have it less, so you can't really, the average damage is just overall, like it's, you could do more, a lot more, or you could do a lot less. Your aim time is 3.6 and your gun dispersion is 0.344. You only have 6 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 44 kilometers per hour. So to be fair, it's actually quite a quick tank. I didn't think it was going to be as quick as it was. Now this is the Orzel camouflage, which if you haven't been the if you haven't got the pop-up offer at the moment, you will get that soon. I think this looks amazing, and it's one of those like the grill, you know, this is what I've called a couple of weeks ago that wargaming need to do more of, these kind of realistic camouflages. And honestly, I think it looks, the camouflage looks great. I don't think the tank looks great itself, but the camouflage on the tank does look really, really good. So I'm glad that they have added this kind of camouflage to the game. You can see the 3 markers on the screen. At the moment, they're all grey, which means I'm at the furthest distance pretty much to do the bigger amount of damage. But you know, you're going to see it in a moment. That was a shit shot there, but you don't always look at that and think, you know, I've got to get close. Yes, you're going to do more alpha, but you're not going to do as much damage because you're going to die. You haven't got the armor profile to deal with everyone. I mean, from this distance here, still 480, so it's still a decent amount of damage. And the reload isn't like it's a massive amount of reload. So don't feel that you have to get close where you have all 3 green bars, because it's not always the case. And as I've said, yes, if you're gonna get close, you're gonna do more damage, but the closer you get, you're gonna get penetrated, you're gonna lose you're gonna lose hit points, and then you're gonna die a lot sooner. So realistically, probably going mid-range like I am now is gonna be better. 459 there, so I'm still happy with 459 as long as you don't start doing the 200s and the 300 damage. Then I think, you know, that is that's not too bad. But of course, if you can get close, the better, because you will have a high amount of damage. So we're going to try and chase this Progetto here. Now, I do try just a stupid snapshot there, nowhere near, and ultimately that shot could have actually cost the grill his life. Now, the Progetto is 1,299 hit points. The grill's a one shot, and actually he's going to stay alive for a little bit longer. But the Progetto missed his shot. Now I'm close enough to get the top shot in, and as you can see, look, I mean, 400 damage from my first two shots to 700. That is a big difference, don't get me wrong. That is a massive difference per shot. But again, if you get close and you only get that one shot off, then you get ripped, then you're going to do less damage. So don't feel that you have to do that damage. And that's my one tip. Don't feel that you have to get close enough to do big amount of damage. Now, I do actually waste a bit of time here. I'm going for the the CC1 Mark II. Now, actually, we both have the same idea. I'm going this way, he's going that way, so I've actually wasted quite a bit of time in trying to find this guy. If I would have just gone the other way, I would have caught him, but you know, it happens. I come this way, he goes the other way, so we're literally both going around in circles at the moment. So I'm like, okay, do you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna go forward. There's another two juicy tanks to go for, and two tanks that I can actually get close to, the Motion here, and of course the IS-7. So if I come past the IS-7, get behind him, I can then get close enough to do my top damage. And as you can see, another 751 roll. Now at this point, we are going to trade off. I didn't really want to trade off. I didn't want him to be looking at me. I really wanted to get a couple of shots off on him, but look at that. I mean, 594, that's a little bit of a difference. So yeah, you know, we've kind of got roughly I've got better DPM, but kind of the same reload with each other, but I do manage to take him. Luckily, I'm not a one shot. That's one thing I was worried about going up against him, is being a one shot and then not able to do anything else. We get the nice shot, and again, from that distance, 345. So you can see the difference. It is a big difference, but yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you have to take these long shots. You can't always get close like this. Let's have another close shot and see what we get. Almost 800 damage. So that is 500 damage difference. So it is a big difference. I get it is a big difference, but it is what it is. If you have a shot, I would recommend to take it, unless you can, of course, get closer. If you can get closer, then yeah, you know, you're going to get more damage from it. And another shot there, 330, so very, very low indeed. But overall, you know, 5,700 damage. We did manage to block 780, so you are going to be able to get the block damage. You just can't rely on the armor profile. It's a nice tank, but it's again, it's definitely a unique tank, and I just feel that people are going to completely noob out in this tank, because they're going to want to get as close as possible to do the highest amount of damage possible, and they'd end up just going to get absolutely deleted. Or you're going to get the new players that do sit at the back only doing 300 damage per shot. So it's definitely not going to be an easy tank to play. But let me know your thoughts on the NC70 in the comments below. But for now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.